This picture book is a human error countermeasure that has been developed by the JMA TZD Defect Claim Countermeasures Study Group, and it is TZD Study Group, Mr. Shigehiro Nakamura, together with 21 companies from different industries. I hope that this book, along with Series 3, will be useful to readers. This figure shows the situation of a company where human error occurrences are dealt with after the fact through a meeting. This kind of death diagnosis analysis does not reduce human error. This is because this company does not use Heinrich's principle at the time of human error occurrence, and does not take measures for the 30 risks under one human error on site using the one problem, one cause, one measure method. So how can we proceed with measures to eliminate human error in the manufacturing industry? We will follow the progress of 3 people working at a company as they consider the TZD study group's method in their own companies to explain this issue. This figure shows the human error countermeasure procedures that the TZD research group, consisting of 21 companies from different industries, systematized through 4 years of research and testing. This picture book provides an explanation of the contents and examples of their use for each step. The areas above the double-dashed line in this figure are violations committed intentionally by people and are not subject to human error. This picture book introduces the contents and methods through case studies, so we hope you will find it useful. Here is the case study. This picture book introduces the contents and methods through case studies, so we hope you will find it useful. This case study has many issues and measures that need to be addressed before human error measures can be implemented. Therefore, this picture book introduces some effective measures that have been implemented by leading international companies. The yellow parts in this table are the human error countermeasures that have been investigated, implemented, and proven effective by the TZD study group. Note that fact analysis is necessary before taking measures against human error, and most human error countermeasures involve grasping the work procedures as facts. In the 21st century, now, there are many Poka-Yoke-Devices that are effective in preventing human error. Poka-Yoke-Device includes measures to prevent problems from occurring, measures to prevent problems from occurring, and measures to prevent problems from occurring as shown in this figure. Furthermore, among these, there are forced and alarm types. Many examples were introduced in this picture book. When it comes to areas of work where Poka-Yoke cannot be applied, the work is performed by humans, and in order to prevent human error from occurring, preparation for and education on standardization, as well as JIT measures that effectively use the best practices outlined in the standardization, are necessary. Standardization measures are an effective way to prevent human error from occurring. If defects occur despite following standardization, it is necessary to improve the work process in order to fully comply with the manufacturing standards. This requires video analysis, but slow-motion analysis will also be added to improve the work to make it safer, more reliable, easier, and faster. At the same time, measures will be taken to ensure that pointing and double-checking, which will be introduced later, can be performed. For manufacturers taking measures against human error, it is not possible to use excuses such as, "I accidentally did it," or "I forgot," as reasons for the human error, which are descriptions like those in a child's essay or excuses based on a mood. Work procedures are physical phenomena, so scientific analysis is required. Furthermore, after the cause is identified through such analysis, the best method for applying the countermeasures is for the person in charge of the work to decide on the most suitable method for themselves. and set a test period. If there are any defects in this type of corrective action document and analysis procedure, the elimination of the cause of human error will not progress, so great care must be taken. I would like to introduce a case where video analysis was used to trace the actual situation of a medication mistake. Here is the case. It turns out that the cause of the mistake was a situation in which the countermeasures proposed during brainstorming were ineffective. Therefore, after this analysis, it was determined that this pharmacy needed to either double-check the collected medication by pointing at it, or take mistake-proofing measures such as using barcodes. Pointing and checking plus double-checking are essential requirements for preventing human error and ensuring quality assurance in the process. If you just do this intuitively, human error countermeasures will not progress. The important point is to first understand the effects using the numerical values shown here and make sure to follow them. It is also important to ensure that you have enough free time to do the work. For this reason, in order to ensure thoroughness, this picture book gives examples of countermeasures based on cerebral physiology and how to use the CRM qualification used by Parrot Aircraft, and since we were now in the age of IoT, the book also gives examples of countermeasures of this type. This picture book introduces many examples of human error countermeasures that have made human error zero a reality. This case is one example. The distinctive feature of this case is that along with the launch of a new product, thorough work improvements were made. For this reason, inspectors were assigned on a trial basis in a double-check format, and QTAT was applied to thoroughly standardize. As a result, even after the inspectors were removed, human error zero was realized on this line for a long period of time. In this picture book, 3 people formed a project team and took measures against human error at the request of the factory manager. This figure shows the report status and a summary of the main points. Above, I have explained a small part of the Kindle Picture Book, Human Error Zero Countermeasure. I hope that those who wish to use it will access this site. Thank you for watching this video.